guys, and welcome to a new Critical 3 video. It's been a very long time since I last done a video, but again, here we are again. Today this is something quite new, something quite different. I was wanting to do this, as I was told by the title, it is regarding the Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials. I was kind of wanting to do a review when these come out at the beginning of December. However, I've just been off ill, and Christmas time is just so busy anyway, and I just sadly couldn't get around to doing it. But what I did is I actually pre-ordered the Blu Ray Steelbook before the specials actually came out. So I think Starbeast had just landed, and then the Steelbook went on sale. So I brought that without even watching the next two, which was the Wild Blue Yonder and then the Giggle. So yes, so guys, obviously on that note, welcome to the first Blu-ray review. Obviously we'll be kind of looking at the Blu-ray, then just kind of going over the actual film and the content itself. So I've actually got the Blu-ray here. Pardon me, let's get a little drink. Oh, there we go. So here it is. As you can see, it's as the Doctor and Donna at the front, and then on the back we've also got the Wild Beasts from the first special, Neil Patrick Harris from the Giggle. Artwork, it's brilliant. I think the artwork's fantastic. This is kind of my only Doctor Who Steelbook. I do have two Doctor Who Steelbooks, which should I say they are kind of unofficial. They was, oh my god, it's gonna book me. It's gonna I forgot his name. It's really gonna book me. He basically played Van Helsing in the original Christopher Lee Dracula's. I was really going to book me what his name is, as I can't think. It is on the tip of my tongue. But he did two Doctor Who kind of strict TV films, I believe. I think they were in the cinema, or they did show them in the cinema later on. It's Peter Cushing, yes, that is it. I knew his name. So I do have both of his kind of say Doctor Who, unofficial Doctor Who films on Steelbook. I actually grew up kind of watching those. I remember watching them with my granddad's on like a Sunday afternoon. I would sit in front of the TV and watch them. That was kind of my first introduction to Doctor Who, really, was the Peter Cushing films. So yeah, so again, moving on, again, Steelbook, I love the artwork, and again, going back to kind of the episodes themselves, Starbeast, I enjoyed it. I think it got a lot of criticism. It got a kind of lot of, oh, this is Russell T Davies woking Doctor up, making it all woke and all that, etc. None of it bothered me. Now, a lot of the 13th Doctor, a lot of that bothered me. A lot of the episodes, the writing, the acting, the pace, the tone. And I only watched a few. I really did refuse to watch live a lot of that Doctor's era. Obviously now, as soon as Tennant's come back in, he brings this energy, and it really kind of is like being transported back 10 years ago. God, it was 10 years, when his era was, it kind of ending, but when David Tennant was the Doctor, he's got, he is, should I say, a lot of people, especially my generation, he is their Doctor. So yes, again, like I said, as you can see from the picture, that's the Steelbook artwork we've got, and again, it's nice, it's simple, it's clean, and like I said, first episode I really enjoyed it. Second episode, I thought was sillier than the first. but again, there was a really dark undertone, and it could have gone darker. And I think the whole best bit in that episode, like I said, I'm not doing a full major review on these, but I'll just kind of go through, just as I watched all 3 episodes on my Blu-ray, kind of second time around, I still think the best bit in that episode is where you've got the Doctor and the fake Donna talking, and he talks about the flux and everything that he's gone through, and the lost child, and she kind of melts laughing at him, and as he managed to escape, he bashes that panel, should I say, he just literally beats the crap out of it with frustration and anger, that he let him, for a brief second, he let him get himself so kind of emotional, and he really opened up, and he opened up to the wrong person, and you could see that really hurt him. He's just really wanting at this stage to talk to someone and to kind of slow down, which kind of goes on to the giggle. Definitely the best episode out of all 3. That goes for everything, for pacing, even for production. You can tell they really wanted to make this one the big one. All performances are fantastic in it. I love Neil Patrick Harris in it. I'm not actually the biggest Neil Patrick Harris fan. I can't stand How I Met Your Mother. I think the only funniest thing that I do like from that series is him, and it's a little skit where I think they tried to get him on a bad photo, and in every photo he's like pulling the perfect pose or position, which I thought was quite funny. But no, in this you could tell that he's really enjoying it. Russell T Davies is kind of giving him a bit of a freedom to make this character his own, but they took, obviously there's a flashback to when the Toymaker's first appearance with the first Doctor, so they do remind you that this is the same person, and you kind of feel that, even though I've not watched that particular episode, but with that reminder flashback in there, you still believe that it is this ancient character and it is the same person, but he's, maybe he's gone just a bit more mad throughout the years. And again, him and the Doctor play off great with each other. Donna in this episode, I feel is left out a little bit, which I don't mind, because it is more of Doctor's episode. This is his regeneration episode, so the focus ideally will be more on the Doctor. We get to the ending. Before we do that, actually, I will mention the Spice of Your Life song. When I first watched that on telly, I was kind of like, oh no, I don't know if I like this. I think this is a bit too much. I think, it's Russell T Davies doing the stupid stuff again, because I like Russell T Davies, but he does, I think in the past era, there was 1 or 2 things that was just a bit too much for me, and I thought this was one of them. However, on second viewing, I didn't care. Because I knew it was coming, I kind of just accepted it for what it was, and it didn't bother me as much. I actually enjoyed it a bit more, so maybe not as bad as what I first thought when I watched it on the TV. We get to the ending, we get to the big speech, and then boom, he shoots the Doctor. Was not expecting it that quick. I knew we still had about, I think, a good 15 minutes left of the episode. The regeneration, the bi-generation, it did. I don't see. I think this has caused a lot of split within the Doctor Who fandom, and it didn't bother me too much at first. I kind of got what regeneration was going for. The generation that you just kind of heal yourself. There's a it's like, again, it's very similar to when the Doctor gets his hand chopped off. He grows himself back, but it's kind of like it reminded me of variation of that. They reckon it's a myth, it can't be done, but here they are. So I would say I still think it's a better regeneration than the Matt Smith to Peter Capaldi, because that was just ridiculous. He shook his head back and boom, he was the new Doctor. That was way too quick. And I love Matt Smith as Doctor Who. He was still great. He just had some really bad stories, but emotionally that was like, okay, he's gone. That was way too quick. So I think this regeneration is actually better than that. Obviously, leave a comment below, kind of let me know your thoughts as well. But I'm gonna absolutely rip his name because I can't say it. But Shooting, Gatwa, is it? I loved him in this episode. His energy, his performance, I think he really is going to be such a great Doctor Who. I love him in Sex Education. Now, I've got no issue with the Doctor being camp. I've got no issue with the Doctor being gay. Or anything like that. Obviously, if he is going around, kissing all aliens, I don't know. I don't think it's something we would need to see. Obviously, it even upset a lot of fans with obviously the David Tennant and Rose, because like I said, the Doctor is an alien, and we do need to remember that. But again, I don't think Doctor would be like that. I know that Shooty can play a really it can be really serious and quite intimidating and scary sometimes. So this is why I think he's going to be really good, and because he can be so friendly and so nice, and I just think he's going to be a perfect Doctor Who. So yeah, the whole regeneration, I loved it. The only thing, again, I didn't like I actually hated the first time around, but on second watch, I accepted it, and the only reason I accepted it was because I've had to remember that we've had the 3 Doctors, the 5 Doctors, and all these multi-Doctor episodes and stories, and that was the fact that they let David Tennant's Doctor 14th live with Donna with a TARDIS. Because at first I'm thinking, but he can still travel. Does that mean he can regenerate? Does that mean that he can, if it does regenerate, he's going to be the same as, same look as Shooty, or would it be completely different? Or would he die? Is he more like the human Doctor that was left with Rose? There's all these questions, and I think in the end, I just realised it was there if they want to bring him back. Just forget it. People, I don't think they wanted to see maybe David die again. It was more fan service than anything else. Let's just move on with Shooty and focus on him. I think that was the best way around it for me. But yeah, obviously, guys, that's kind of it, really. That is really my, shall I say, brief review over all 3 episodes from the Steelbook. Again, guys, did you enjoy the episodes? Are you looking forward to a new Doctor Who? Hopefully when the new series come out, I will be doing reviews on that. I have watched the Christmas special, and I will give you my thoughts on that on the video coming soon. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next Critical 3. Cheers, thank you, bye.